Okay, so here's another song for you, Antônio Carlos Jobim's Quiet Nights, or Corcovado. So on this one, let's take a look, shall we? It looks as though there's nothing on this chart that we haven't seen on any of the others. No, there is not. It's just a different song, different order of things. So like everything else, we always want to make sure we're aware of our key signature, 2 sharps for us tenor players and soprano players on this chart, and that will mean that on the alto and baritone chart, it'll be 3 sharps to be in the key of A. We do have our big giant repeat. So on a chart like this, where you start off at the very, very top with a repeat, the very first thing you want to do is see where the repeat is going to come back from. So in this case, boy, it's all the way at the very, very bottom. So it's just a matter of repeating the entire song, the whole form. So yeah, it looks like it's really straightforward. I want to play the song for you without the track, and like all these songs too, we have these fantastic MP3s that we can, well, not that we can give them to you, we are giving them to you. It's all part of the deal. So it's attached to this lesson. You probably have downloaded it already, along with the MP3s. I'm sorry, along with the PDFs. So, so yeah, you're welcome to follow along. You're welcome to play along with me. We'll certainly be playing along together once we play with the track. So, so here we go. So about this tempo here. I'm not going to repeat it this time. I will with the track, with the MP3, but for the purposes of just kind of reading it through, we'll do it a little bit slower, right about here, and going to kind of cool it on the inflections and all that stuff. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. So there's a very tricky rhythm right there at the beginning of the phrase. The melody sort of starts again, but right in the last 2 bars, I guess that'd be bar 15 and 16 right in here. So make sure we're following along. So this is a great example. This is a really good reading practice thing to work on, actually. In terms of making sure that you're subdividing every beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and making sure that all the upbeats, all those 8th notes, the very first note begins on an upbeat. That quarter note right here in bar 1 begins on the and of 1. Wow, this is a really good one for practicing those kinds of combinations of rhythms between quarter notes and 8th notes, obviously. So if you're having any trouble with this whatsoever before you get into the track, practice it with a metronome. Practice it with a metronome that accents beat 1. Every metronome, every modern metronome has that capability where you can place an extra accent at the beginning of the bar. So this song is in 4/4 time, so every 4 beats you want to put a little accent. That way you know that you're in the right place that way. Cool. There is a cool app, by the way, you may be familiar with it, called the Amazing Slowdowner. You guessed it, it takes a piece of music and slows it down. Excellent. And I use that a lot. It's fantastic. Not only does it slow things down, it speeds things up, and it transposes to different keys. The farther away you get from the original key, you know, the funnier it starts to sound, but it's an incredibly great learning tool and practicing tool. So the amazing slowdowner. If you have a question about where to find that, you know, shoot me a question on the forum, and I'll let you know exactly where to find it. Okay, so let's play along with the track here and have some fun with this. Here we go.